Hi everyone, welcome to Crafting with Julia. I'm Julia and I'm so glad you tuned in today. I've made a lot of holiday DIYs this season, but one thing I haven't made yet this season is a Santa. So here he is, and another thing that I love about holiday decorations is that they light up. So I thought I'd make a little Santa that lights up. If you enjoy my video, please hit the like button and leave me a comment. I love to get feedback from my viewers. Also, I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel and ring the bell so you can be notified of all my newly released videos. Also, feel free to follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and I invite you to join my Facebook group called Crafting with Julia's Creative Community, where you can be part of my crafting family. All of those links are in the description below this video. First, let's discuss what you're going to need for this project. You are going to need a clear plastic ornament ball. This is a 4-inch ball. I got this from Dollar Tree, but you can get this from any craft store or on Amazon. So you're going to need that. You are going to need a 3-inch styrofoam ball. So this is going to be the body. This is going to be the head. 3-inch styrofoam ball. You will need a styrofoam egg that's 2 1/4 inches, one of those, and you will need a small 1-inch styrofoam ball. You will need some Lycra material, and this will be for the head. You will need some sort of knitted fabric. Now this is a cap that I got at Dollar Tree. You will need some kind of knitted fabric that, because we're going to put fairy lights inside the ball, you will need something that shows the lights through. So any kind of knit. You will need fairy lights. You will need some kind of faux white fur. You will need some wool roving. You'll need black felt. And you will need a wood slice. This is a 4 1/2 inch wood slice. So that's all the materials you're going to need. Now, all of my links are in the description below this video. I got most of my things on Amazon. Those links will be in the description below this video. So now let's make the head. I cut out a 6-inch circle out of the Lycra for the head, and I cut a 3 1/2 inch circle for the nose. So you're just going to take a needle and thread, and you're going to go all the way around the perimeter of the Lycra, just going in and out like this. Okay, now we're going to put it over the ball. I'm going to pull it closed. And there's our head. Now for the nose, we're going to do the same thing. You're going to take your fabric and just go around, go in and out. Okay, before we close it, we're going to take a little bit of polyfill and you're going to stuff the nose. So let me show you how I make my eyeglasses. I take a 16-inch wire. Take your wire, place it on, I made a template. Now I'm just using the inside of the paper rolls because that's the diameter that I want. So choose the diameter you want and just make a little template like this. So I'm going to take my wire and I'm going to wrap it around the one side, come through here, go around and wrap it around the other side. Okay, now you're going to pull it off and now you're going to just fix it up. Then you're going to take the pliers and you're going to make a little loop going down this way toward the glasses. Okay, so we're going to cut that a little bit. Take your pliers. Okay, so there's your eyeglasses. And then what you're going to do is you are going to put it behind the nose. So we're going to glue the nose on. I'm going to glue that to the back of the nose. So put a little glue on the nose. Glue it to there. Okay, and then you're going to bring the glasses in front of the nose. Like that. Okay. Now we're going to take a little blush and we're just going to blush up his nose. Okay. So it's going to look like that. So let's rosy up the cheeks. Now, since his eyes are going to be right there, now I am going to be using these plastic eyes that I had gotten a very long time ago. It comes on a sheet, and I don't remember where I got them, but I'm going to do a search and try to find a link for these. If not, you're just going to have to draw your eyes in with a marker. Okay, so I am just going to see where I'm going to place the eyes. I think I'm going to put one there. And I'm going to go back and glue these on as soon as I know where I'm putting them. So I want to make sure. Yeah, that's where I want them, right there. So to make the beard and the mustache, I took the wool roving and I cut a little piece of felt and I sewed it to the top of the roving. And then I'm just going to now pull it so that I get little scraggly edges. And just make little triangles. And just pull it. And that will give you your straggly edges for the beard. Okay? And then for the mustache, I just took a piece and I tied around to make it into two, and then I just fluffed it out. And now to get that point, we're going to take a little bit of hair gel, regular hair gel, just a little bit. So I took this hat from, I bought this hat from Dollar Tree, and now I am going to pull it apart to make my pieces. So I'm going to use this part here for the body, which will fit right on my ornament, my clear ornament, and I am going to pull these two pieces and separate them. Okay, I'm just going to open up this hat. So now to make the hat, I am going to sew this into a triangle. So I'm going to start from here and I'm going to come down here and sew it. And then we're going to make the hat out of that. Okay, so I made my hat. I cut it into a I sewed it into a triangle, and that's the hat. Okay, so now we're going to start by putting on the beard. So I'm going to take my beard and I am going to put some glue on the felt piece that I made. And we're going to attach it right to his face, like so. Okay, now after that's glued on, now we're going to take the mustache and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to attach the mustache right to the beard. Okay, now we're going to put his hat on. So I'm going to take just a little bit of polyfill and put it inside the hat just to give it a little form. Okay, then we're going to curl this part in, this jagged edge. Just curl that all in. And we're going to put it onto his head, making sure that the seam is in the back of the head. Okay, now my mustache is coming off, so I'm going to have to glue that on. And I'm just going to glue the hat on so it stays in place. Okay, and then I'm going to put this little pom-pom on the top. This is a leftover bunny tail from last year, so I'm just going to put some glue on there, and we're just going to put it right to the top of the hat. Okay, then I'm going to take my fur and I'm going to just put a little lining around his hat. So I'm going to start in the back. Okay, now we're ready to put the eyeglasses on. So I'm just going to put some glue in the back of the nose. And position it right onto his face. And just keep it there and make sure the glue sets. Okay, so now for the body. We're going to take the ball and we're going to take this part off. We don't need that. Okay, now I am going to take a skewer and put a little glue on the bottom of the skewer and put it like that, because that's how we're going to attach the head. So using my miter shears, I'm going to snip off about 3 inches. I'm going to put some glue on the bottom there. I'm going to glue it right to the center. Now I'm going to take my piece of the body fabric and I'm going to close up the bottom. Okay, then I'm going to take my fairy lights and we're going to put them inside. Now I am going to close up this part. Okay, now we're ready for the shoes. So I'm going to take my little styrofoam egg and I am going to cut it in half using my styrofoam cutter. So I'm just going to take the egg and cut it right in half. Okay, now taking some black felt, we're going to cover the shoes. These are going to be the shoes. Okay, so we're just going to take some black felt, stretch it out, and we're just going to put some glue around the egg and pull it tight. So just going to put a little glue around the bottom of the egg. Put it on the felt and just pull all the sides down. Make sure it's nice and tight because you don't want any wrinkles. Okay, and it should look like that. Okay, no wrinkles. Okay, we're going to let the glue dry a little bit. And then I'm just going to cut the excess. And there's our shoes. Okay, now with the wider part facing forward, we're going to glue the shoes to the wood base. And then we're going to take our ball and make sure that this part is facing the back. We're going to glue that onto the feet. Now we're going to take a piece of felt and we're going to make the belt with it. So taking my ruler and some tailor chalk, we're going to make a straight 1-inch belt, or maybe a 1/2 inch belt, 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so right there, I want to take my chalk and then I'm going to cut it. And we're going to wrap it around his belly. Okay, now we're ready to put his head on. So I'm going to make a little hole . And we're going to put glue around the top here. And on the stick. So here's our finished Santa. I embellished him all the way around, gave him a little greenery, little color, and he's all lit up. Tell me what you think. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you again real soon. Happy crafting!